All right, T. Higgins joins us here in the Doug Gottlieb Show on Fox Sports Radio. An incredibly successful first year for you personally, but what was it? What was it like to go from Clemson to being drafted, thrown into the fire, and now playing in the NFL? Although no preseason games, limited fans. Like, you look back on year one, what do you think?
Definitely different. Definitely different. Going from playing in front of 80,000 at Clemson to my first game in NFL, zero fans. That was it was crazy. But you just have to bring your own energy and just going out there and just like you said, I was thrown in the fire and it was hard, but I got it done. So.
First time you met AJ Green, what was that like for you?
First time I met him was first day at camp when he came in, and great guy. He's everything everybody said he was. Says he is, and he's quiet. He's a great mentor, and he's just a great guy.
As a mentor, does he text you like, "Hey, young buck, like let's go catch some balls"? Is he super quiet, keeps to himself, and you just got to observe him? Like, what is he, and how does he handle? You specifically.
Yeah. We kind of, I say we kind of the same. He's super quiet, and I was just watching things that he did. If I had a question, I ask and he'd answer. And it's just things that I saw him do on the field, off the field is things I was learning, and he's just a great guy. So.
Give me one thing on the field that you picked up from him that you're adding to your game.
Yeah, releases. He's told me just got to be more physical than the guy in front of you, and that's one thing that I really took to heart, and it's just one thing I'm definitely going to use. So,
how much of that is about strength, like gaining strength, or how much of it is about leverage and positioning and technique? Like, what's the balance there?
It's all of those things. Me personally, I wanted to get stronger this offseason. That's one thing I've been, that I emphasize, and it's just. You got to have strength, in order to, be physical with the guy in front of you. Because, you're playing against pro cornerbacks. These guys are strong. They're here for a reason. So, therefore, he was just saying, bro, you got to get stronger, and then use your technique. And so.
How do you, I've always wanted, remember there was David Boston back in the day. And even now, dudes that get too gunned up and people think, it loses your fluidity and maybe hurts your hands. Is there any, have guys evolved to the point where you can add the strength but still keep the fluidity in your hips and in your movement and your catching in terms of adding strength in the off season?
Yeah, definitely. You just gotta keep working on those things. You don't want to just go out there and just lift weights only. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you gotta you're catching. You're after you lift, you go and you catch every day.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like after you
don't walk in all swole up.
Yeah, what happened? You want to play tight end now or something like that? No, I not want to play tight end. So.
I do not want to block anybody. Joe Burrow. Obviously, getting hurt sucks, but you guys seem to have a connection from Jump Street. Mm-hmm. What is working with Joe like?
It's you can tell that he's a hard worker and he's all about his business. And me seeing that is just that makes me want to be even more about my business. Even I'm not saying that I'm not, but just seeing how focused he was coming in and how he knew everything like that, and the way he studied, it was just like, okay, I need to study more. Especially if I want to build a career with this guy. And so just seeing how focused he was made me way more focused, and our connection was just boom, 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 boom. It just connected right away.
How good were your teams in high school?
Our team was pretty good. We didn't make it to the state championship or anything like that, but we ran a wing tee offense. So I mean,
you did wing tee?
We ran a wing tee offense, and I was basically they just threw it up to me on goal balls, and I just had to make a play.
That's amazing. They ran my high school. Deshaun Foster went to my high school. Frosty Rucker and some of those dudes. They ran wing tee, and Deshaun had 3,700 yards or something. It was crazy. I asked because the losing, right? Like you go to Clemson, you ain't losing to Clemson, right? Like a disappointing year is, hey, we lost in the first game of the playoff, or we played in a New Year's Day bowl game, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, even first game of the season, you guys played great and lost on a missed makeable field goal, right, to the Chargers. Yeah, and I'm sure you go to the locker room, and for everybody who's been around the Bengals, that's kind of normal. For you, how'd you handle the losing?
It was definitely different. I went from, losing 3 games in 3 years to, going 4 and 12 in the season.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's definitely different. I had to, I'm not okay with it, but I didn't have a choice but to take it. You know what I'm saying? Take those L's. And that me nor Joe like losing.
Yes.
I mean, nobody likes losing, but but me and him, we came from winning teams, and it was just like, we gotta change this. We gotta change this around, bro. It's like we gotta do something about it, and that's what we're doing. And if you go back and look at those games, we were to the Colts. We was up 21-0 first half. Yeah. And they came back and beat us. We just gotta be able to, as a team, keep that momentum going through the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot
it's like a forever question. It's like, how do you change the mentality, right? And it did happen at Clemson. Like Clemson was always successful, but there was always that ceiling, right? Mm. And then, really with Deshaun, it kind of broke through and kind of broke through, and then Trevor's kind of picked it up after 1 year, right? But never to the point of where it is with the Bengals. But and fans, I think, have it too, where they either expect something good to happen or expect something bad to happen. Mm. And I guess that's the big question: is how do you? I guess you have to go do it, and then everybody believes, or can you believe before it happens?
You just got to go do it. You just got to go do it. You got to go out there with the mindset that you're going to win the game. Just like the second time we played Pittsburgh, nobody thought we was going to – not saying us, I'm saying on the outside, nobody thought we was going to beat Pittsburgh. But we went out there and shocked the world, We threw the ball 13 times. We didn't – We threw it 13 times and went out there and beat Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And – it was just, we believed in ourselves. And now us seeing that when we beat Pittsburgh, we can do this. Like, this is something like we can do. Like,
yeah.
So I'm saying, like, we just got to go out there and just play, be us and just play our game. And the outcome will be what we want it to be.
T, you say you get from wing T offense in high school to at Clemson, as talented as you are, people passed on you in the first round, right? And now here you are after an incredible rookie season with your Panini trading cards. Like, what's that like when you look down and he's like, I got my, and those cards are cool too. Those are like, they're like put up on your wall. Cool. What's that emotion for you like?
Man, it's just a dream come true. Just seeing, myself, one picture on a card, a trading card, is just something, it's just a dream come true. Just sitting there signing it, thinking back, like, who is this card gonna go to? Who is this card going to go to? What if this guy I know gets this card that I just signed? Like, it's just crazy, to think about. And like I said, my high school basketball coach, his son, he has maybe 20 of my cards, and just seeing that he has those cards is just, it's a blessing. Just being able to see him, be like, T, I got your card. I'm like, man, that's how did you get it? Like, how did you get it? And he just tell me all the stuff that he went to a card show. I got it from this store. I got it from this place. It's just crazy that he's going to all these places, different states, just to get a card, with my signature on my face. It's a blessing.
It's really amazing. I know you got to go, but look, Joe, before he hurt his knee, he gets some buckets, right? Like last year, Sugar Bowl, he was getting buckets.
Joe.
Who gets more buckets and hoops, you or Joe?
Me. He can shoot, but
he's old. He's already old. He's like 25 anyway, right? So
he's an old head now.
So he's going 3-point line to 3-point line. I bet he never even steps foot in the lane.
See me, I'm going in. I'm trying to dunk on somebody.
Hey, have a great and healthy off season. Look forward to seeing you when you come back all swole, throwing on like 30 more pounds. And
appreciate that.
Appreciate you joining us.
Right.